Happy birthday, Fox News Channel. You're 29 years old. Cheers! That's nearly 3 decades you've spent changing everyone who watches you, and by virtue of that fact, the country. I worked at Fox News Channel for 2 years back in the 90s. So please be patient. I'll make a strong statement, then I'm going to explain it. Fox isn't just biased, it's dangerous. So this is how it works. Fox News executives meet every morning and talk about not just what's going on in the world, but what stories they want to tell. Sure, there's always breaking news, but mostly they choose the narrative first, then send reporters out into the field to back it up. All the while, the anchors listen for the talking points, key words. So let's talk about bias. I'll tell you about my job interview with none other than Roger Ailes, the big boss at the time. He burst into the room ranting about NBC News and all the liberals. We've got to put them in their place. That's a quote. Then he asked me about my position on abortion. Back then, I was a lot more conservative than I am today. I told him proudly, I'm pro-life, but honestly, that's the moment I should have gotten up and left. Well, I got the job. So another story. About a year later, I'm in Detroit covering a union rally that fizzled. Then I was back at my desk in Chicago trying to make the most of it, salvage the story, and I was typing Control S, and back in New York, my boss who had hired me could see what I was typing. The desk phone rang, I picked it up. That's not what we sent you up there to get. I know, John, that wasn't what we were expecting. I'm just trying to make the best of it. No, Grant, we don't want that story. I knew what he was saying. I caved, and I regret it to this day. Now, fast forward, we have hard evidence of what I only sensed back then. An example, when Fox News hosts downplayed COVID, their viewers took fewer precautions. The counties that watched Hannity the most had the most cases and the most deaths. Add to that the years of great replacement talk, the white nationalist fantasy that Fox airs night after night. You start to see the through line. From rhetoric to risk. Fox News doesn't just reflect anger, it manufactures it. It doesn't just report the news, it shapes us, and in the process, divides us. Don't get me wrong, I worked with some great people there. Shepard Smith and the young Brett Baer. He's a pro who values the truth, but the system I served, and he still does, was built to distort. So, happy birthday, Fox. 29 years of grievance, fear, and division. You've done your job. Too well. Because when loyalty to a mindset, a party, a man outweighs loyalty to the truth, everything tilts. Right becomes negotiable. It's grievance dressed up as patriotism, lies marketed as faith. The American experiment has survived worse, but survival is not guaranteed. It depends on us, citizens who can still spot propaganda for what it is, who don't mistake performance for principle, who remember that freedom doesn't vanish in chaos, it dies in obedience. Again, cheers, friends and Fox watchers, and maybe you're both. All I know is I've seen how the poison's made. There's just one question. How much more of it are we willing to drink?